Alright, let's dive right into a big what if. If the US finds itself in a direct major war with Iran, could it pressure India into sending troops to help out? It's a huge question because India is a rising global power and a key American partner. But the answer is pretty complicated. Let's break it down. First up, India's whole approach to foreign policy is something called strategic autonomy. That means India likes to make decisions based on its own interests, not because someone else asks. It's not in any formal military alliance with the US, not like NATO or countries like Japan or South Korea. A great example? Back in 2003, the US wanted India to send troops to Iraq. India said nope, even under a lot of pressure. So, history suggests India's instinct is to stay out of other people's wars. Now let's talk about India's relationship with Iran. It's not just about oil, though that's a big part of it. India relies on Iran for access to places like Central Asia and Afghanistan, thanks to the Chabahar port project. Culturally and historically, ties run deep. So if India suddenly sent troops against Iran, it'd risk burning some vital bridges in its own neighborhood. That's a huge no-go for Indian strategy. And then, there's politics back home. Sending Indian troops to fight in a US-led Middle East war, that would go down like a lead balloon with most Indians. Public opinion is strongly against foreign military adventures. People want their soldiers defending the homeland, not getting stuck in someone else's conflict. The opposition parties and civil society would definitely make a lot of noise too. Sure, US-India defense ties are better than ever. They do joint exercises. They're both in the Quad group with Japan and Australia. They share military tech, intelligence, all that. But here's the thing. None of this means India automatically has to send troops if the US gets into a fight. There's no treaty, no obligation. Now, could the US still apply pressure? Absolutely. If things get desperate, Washington might ask for other kinds of help, like letting American planes use Indian bases, sharing intelligence, or maybe sending a ship or two to patrol the Persian Gulf. Or maybe something symbolic, like medical teams or engineers. But actual combat troops, that's likely a red line India just won't cross. So, bottom line, will India send troops if the US goes to war with Iran? It's highly unlikely. India might help out with diplomacy, humanitarian aid, or naval presence, sure. But boots on the ground, politically, diplomatically, and strategically, it just doesn't make sense for India. And that's why you probably won't see Indian soldiers fighting in a US-Iran conflict anytime soon.